Similarities and differences between Japanese and European feudalism, Middle Ages versus the Renaissance. Hello class, today we will be learning about feudalism in Japan in the Middle Ages and comparing it to the Renaissance in Europe. In the Japanese feudal period, shoguns and warlords took rule. When the military took over, the king did not allow religious matters. Feudalism in Japan lasted from the 12th to 19th century. The central government weakened as the power of the daimyo increased. The daimyo paid no taxes to the government and had their own warriors. This started feudalism in Japan. As the noble families gained power, the king started to lose his power. The noble families had their own private armies with warriors called samurai. As the power of the samurai increased, a military government rose in Japan. These military leaders ruled for centuries. The noble families, called shoguns, had ruled on the emperor's behalf. The first shogun was Minamoto Yoritomo in 1192. The shogun ruled the country. Japan was under this military government for 700 years. The Renaissance is the time of classical art and learning. The writers and artists created different ways of thinking in the Renaissance. It lasted from the 14th to the 17th century. One of the most influential cities in the early Renaissance was Florence. In the 1300s, Florence's population was about 120,000. It was one of the largest cities in Europe. Many talented writers and artists lived in Florence. The writers and artists made many advances in Florence. Wealthy merchant classes supported the artists and writers. A banking family, the Medicis, ruled Florence. The Medici and the wealthy people became patrons. They supported the artists financially. The three main artists in the Renaissance were Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael. Leonardo was born near Florence in 1452 and painted the Last Supper and the Mona Lisa. Michelangelo painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in Rome, and Raphael painted the School of Athens. In the Middle Ages, art focused on religious matters. However, the Renaissance focused on painting realistic humans. The painters focused on different techniques that we still use today.
Created using Powtoon.